Alright gents, welcome back and welcome to a new series. Today is Monday and I have dubbed Monday as Misty Monday or Mist Survival. Now for those who haven't noticed this game just yet, which I find very hard to believe because I do confess YouTube is almost saturated with it. Mist Survival pretty much says it all. It's survival and there's mist. The concept of it is zombies done to death, but I particularly love this game, and that's one of the reasons why I'm covering it. The other reason is it's still in early access, so I believe this game cannot get more than enough coverage. The other reason why I love this game so much is because it reminds me of a game launched not too long ago, a couple of years ago, called State of Decay, and this game not the same but very comparable. Love that game. I'm actually going to make a series of it on Tuesday. Tuesday is State of Decay day, so you'll see some videos of me playing those very soon. Mist Survival is being developed by Rati something. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. It's pretty much a single-man project. He's from Thailand, Bangkok. You'll find his name in the social medias plenty of times if you want to know more about him. There's also a YouTube channel that he has concerning the development of the game, so I'll, if I don't forget, put a link down below. And that's pretty much it. So what am I going to bring to this game? Well, first I'm going to start it up and then I'll tell you. Let's start a new game. Yes. So what am I going to bring to this game that others haven't done already? Well, basically there are three things that I want to do before I call this series to a close. First thing, I want to do and show everything that the game has in an attempt to get you to buy it, because I really think this game needs more support. 2, we're going to do some base building, and 3, we're going to do some more base building. Yes, because Mist Survival can be played in, I'd say, 2 flavors. Most survival games can be played in 2 flavors. I'll continue this in a minute. Introduction. 3 years ago, mysterious mist covered many parts of the world. Most people got sick and died. Many of those who survived suffered changes. They became ferocious, turning vicious when touched by the fog. You are one of the very few who's immune to the mist. Oh, how often does that happen in games? You survived in a camp with others before it was attacked by creatures. Remember that camp. Yada yada yada. So a little help here. Fatigue, shelter management, mist event. The arrival of a mist brings new danger. This is true. Every time there's a mist, there are zombies, there are Zeds. You want to get the hell out of there. Zeds, however, can't do anything. Can't open doors, can't climb, can't get across walls, yada yada yada. So they're pretty easy to deal with if you dig yourself in. Bow and arrow, yeah, nice. Never really use them. I usually stick to the firearms, because I already know how to play the game, so I skip right ahead to firearms. Different ore types and how to get brass. This is pretty good to know, because it's a pain in the ass to figure it out yourself. Fatigue and stamina. This is quite interesting. You don't see this in many games. Stamina, yes. Fatigue, no. I'll explain that later. Alright, so this is the starting position. I start here very often. There are a couple of randomized starting places. They're on the south of the map, so we're completely south now. Let's see. We usually find matches here. Our first upgrade for inventory. Let me open my inventory. Here you go. See, these are closed off. I pick this up. Ta-da! I get 2 more. What else? Some fuel, matches, very important, and some meat. And I'll pick up this saw as well. Alright, let's go. Now, as I was mentioning, you can play this game pretty much in 2 flavors, as you can most survival games. The issue with that is that most survival games focus on one way of playing it. The first one being nomad playthrough. What do I mean by nomad? Nomad is no base building or very little.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, crappers. I'm dead. Go away. Shoo, shoo, shoo. I can't believe it. This is like my first game. First time I loaded into this game. I started here as well. I'm still in this territory, aren't I? Oh, yeah. I loaded into this game. I had the 8 screen, just as you saw before. And let me open it. Where is it? Come on, tutorials, here we go. And all of a sudden here in the background I see this big ass bear walking around. It's like, what? First time I've started playing this game. Hey, a bear! Yeah. Luckily when I was done reading, the bear was gone, so... Anyways, 2 ways of playing this game. One, the nomad way of playing. Not very viable in this game. The concept being is you run around and you keep collecting stuff. Now why is that not viable in this game? That's because most of the loot is finite, so eventually you're gonna run out of stuff to find. The only way to keep looting is to kill enemies, so you're forced to engage enemies all the time. And their loot is rather random and it's just not enough, so you're not gonna make it that way. So you're kind of forced into the second option. Games that do it successful are, for instance, H1Z1. You can't even base build there, so you have no choice. The second flavor is base building, and that's what we're going to do. Now, base building in this game kind of comes in 3 variants, in my opinion. The first one would be to claim a building. Now, you saw that little hut where we spawned. That is technically a building. Not very useful. But I don't like base claiming. Why? Because the bases are small. The bases are not very useful at the moment in the current builds, and they're in shitty locations. They're absolutely shitty locations. Claimable buildings. Oh, let's get a gun. Thank you. And I think that's about it. I don't remember all the loot, but I remember a lot of it. I'm looking for specific parts. There's a battery here, I think. Yeah, see, there it is, battery. So, base number 1 would be to claim a building. Now, I don't like it. Open this up. God, commenting and playing at the same time is not easy. How do you guys do that? The other YouTubers. Anyway. What was I mumbling about? Hey, did this move? Or did I never notice that it was floating? Alright, claimable buildings. Let's see if I can find one. There should be here. Yeah, there's one right over there. I don't use claimable buildings, as I said. Their biggest drawback is the location. The locations are just not good. They're very small, and they come in several hey, I missed this. Several flavors. The smallest one you can build. You can also find it. Let me show you. This one, this small little cabin here. You can build it anywhere you want and claim it as your home. Then there's a medium shack, which I'm going to show you now. If that isn't the bear over there. Nope. And the medium shack is right here. Medium shack comes with 2 rooms. Rather than one small room, it has a medium-sized room, a small room next to it. There is a large shack, which has another room upstairs. And it's not too far. Maybe I can show you. Let's be careful with the damn bear. Some branches. I'm looking for specific items. And I'll tell you why in a second. Where's that other shack? I can use that, but nah, I'm just gonna self-heal for now. Oh, there's it down there. Shoot. The hotel has a lot of stuff that I want. Uh-oh, no stamina. If he comes now, I'm a dead man. I can't run. Stay there. Good boy. Branch? No. So you got a medium shack over there. I'm not gonna show you now. Second thought. And then there's the large the largest building you can claim, which most people refer to as the White House. White House is big. It has 3 medium rooms upstairs and 2 medium to large rooms downstairs. It has a garage that you can utilize. Yeah, it's pretty nice, but the location is absolute crap. I just hate the location. So that's flavor 1. Claim a building. Then you have to defend it, you can build around it. That's pretty much it. Right now, the only reason why I would claim a building is because of the NPCs. The NPCs seem to be orientated, or at least their AI seems to be orientated around the claimable houses, but they have drawbacks, and that's why I don't use NPCs at the moment. They're not very useful for anything, and they take a lot of resources to maintain. But as I said, they are orientated around the claimable buildings, and if you go for flavor number 2 or 3, I'll explain what that is in a minute, you could run into problems because I encountered one situation that got me a little confused. That was sleeping quarters. So what I did is I built this little shack here, and I had an NPC, and I assigned the NPC to that shack, and what happened was she kept sleeping on the ground. I was like, why does she sleep on the ground? I built a bed inside and she didn't use it. And then I realized, oh, she's not using it because she thinks it's my bed. So I built another bed, and then I realized, well, this is going to be a problem because there are 3 NPCs in the game. If I have to house them all and I have to build beds for them all, that means I need 3 beds plus my own, means 4 beds inside the claimable building. And unless you have that big fat White House, you're out of space immediately. You can't do anything else. Your little shack is full. And that by itself isn't a problem. You can just squeeze in 4 little beds in this cabin. But then I realized, what if these restrictions apply to other things as well, like workbenches or other utilities? Right now that's not the case, so it's not a serious problem, but in the future I fear that the White House is the only viable place for base building, and because of the AI. Now, as I said, I don't use the AI. Oh, you see my cursor on the right? Hold on, I need to alt-tab for a second. Oh, it's gone. No, yeah, no, something in the background there. I'll have to... Why is that? Why is there something in the background there? I'll be right back. Alright, that's resolved. I had a Windows pop up there in the corner, got stuck. And I have no clue what I was talking about. Yay! Oh, right, the AI restriction. Since I don't use AI, they take more time and effort than they're worth in this current build. I don't have that issue, so I'm not going to use the White House. The other reason why I don't build around the White House is because, well, as much coverage as this game is getting, it's mostly all around the White House, and it's getting rather boring, and it's not that interesting. That's not me breathing, that's the zombies upstairs. Don't worry, they're closed. They're not getting out. So, do I have 8? That's the max. Yeah, 8. Oh, I got 6 here. That could be an issue. Put that in there. Make some space. There. Done. I want a few more of these. Maybe some branches, and then I'm done. Right? Yeah. And then I'll show you why I'm collecting this stuff. So, forget the White House. And forget claimable buildings. I'm not going to build around those. Instead, I'm going to do something else. Not entirely new. I've seen other people do it as well. So I'm not going to claim originality there. But I'm going to go with number 3, flavor 3. Yes, I'm skipping 2 for a second. Flavor 3 is to build a hybrid between options number 1 and 2. And number 2 being, instead of claiming a house, is freeform base building. What do I mean by freeform base building? You take a patch of ground, like here for instance, nice open space, and you just build your base from scratch. Problem with that is it's extremely resource intensive. Hello, Mr. Bear, I don't like you. I'm gonna kill your ass someday. Ooh, upgrade, there we go. Can't go wrong with more inventory. Inventory equals income. Well, it does in an MMORPG anyways. And something in here, nice, good. I'll take that. Screw it, I'll take the cloth and I'll pick this up. I'll take that with me, some storage. Back to base building. So option 1, claimable building, not going to do it. Option 2, freeform base building. I'm going to do that at the end of the series when I'm well established and get nothing else to do. There's some food over here I'm going to get. And then option 3, which I'm going to do now, is do a hybrid between option 1 and 2, which means I'm going to build a base around a non-claimable building, which is right over there, that farm. And that farm is fantastic. It gives a hell of a lot of space, easy to access. It is very centralized on the map. The White House is over there behind those trees over there, and it's just a pain in the ass location, because the most important location on this map or in this game is the mine at this moment. The mine provides all the resources you need to craft pretty much what you need, and the mine is right across this field, up that hill, a little to the right, and you're there. If you have to go there from the White House, it's a pain in the ass getting through those trees, getting past the bears, getting past the Zeds, and there are simply no resources near the White House. Here, you got everything you need. This is pretty much the most resource-intense location you can find, because there's water over there. There's a Zed spawn right in that building. There are usually 3 or 4. There's a forge already here. You don't need to build it. Ta-da! And these things, these, what do you call those things? Fences, they help you ward off enemies. And these buildings, look at these barns. Look at these barns, super spacious. Awesome. These windows are unbreakable, they're not going to get in. Fantastic. So, option number 3. To summarize, you can play this game as a nomad, not going to work. Base building, you can claim a building, you can build from scratch, or do a hybrid, which I'm doing now. I'm running over here. Here's a little shack, the smallest one. One of those things you can build. Oh, I'm running out of stamina again. Come on! And I'm just going to set it as my home base here in case I die. On the other hand, when I die, I most likely am to chicken out and reload my last save. Anyways, active base. Here we go. So as you can see, a lot of potential here on base management, which was or is one of the great things I love about State of Decay as well. And this is very comparable to State of Decay. This is first person, mind you. This is freeform building. State of Decay does not have freeform building. It's all predetermined, just like a claimable house. You see that claimable house there? It has windows. You can shut them with planks and stuff when you get attacked. You have the same thing in State of Decay. So there are significant differences, but very comparable in feeling and approach. Alright, so 3 things we need to take care of first. Safety, water, and food. Well, let's deal with safety first. Now, those who have gone before me and claimed these barns here or locked them off for safety, they build one thing. They build one of these giant gates. Good choice, not the best choice in my opinion. Drawback, no, let's start with the benefit. It's big, it's huge, it'll stop the Zeds, and if you ever have NPCs running around, NPCs will open these doors. Downside, NPCs will not close these doors, so they remain open. And there's no farming, and that's something I realized. That's the benefit of a claimable house. If you have one of those claimable houses, they're going to periodically get attacked by Zeds. You kill the Zeds, and you get some nice drops, or that's the plan. If you build these giant ass barn doors, or gates as they're called, you're not going to get attacked. You're just going to be inside here, and, well, you can work your workbenches, but it's not much else you can do. So I came up with an alternative. Instead of building those giant gates, I'm going to build something that'll still keep me safe, but will also allow me to farm Zeds. Yes, these fences will do the trick. Now, I've doctored out approximately how to build this. And for those who don't know, I suffer mild... Oh, why is this not one of it? Oh, I don't have sticks. I need some sticks. I have mild OCD, so this needs to fit perfectly, or I'm gonna scream my freaking head off. Turn the branches into sticks. And that's why I've been picking up these branches and these components, because I need those. Oh, did I only do one? That doesn't... That's not gonna work. There we go. I've been picking up these branches and these components because that's all you need for these fences. And that's another benefit over building that giant ass gate, because that giant ass gate, allow me to demonstrate, requires a hammer. Now there's a hammer just up the road, so it's not a big deal, but still. Also requires more components, requires scrap, and requires these logs. And the only way to get these logs is chop down some trees. How do you chop down a tree? You need an axe. So you need way more stuff to build this than you do these couple of fences. Mind you, there is an axe and a hammer right up that road there, but should the developer ever come around to randomizing loot drops and items, that may not be so easy to attain. So, tip from me to you, word to the wise, go with fences. Alright, fences are also the only blueprints in the game that are magnetized, so let me show you. I'll pick another one. As you can see, it kind of clips in there. Unfortunately, this is not true for the actual door. Oh, look at that. That's weird. It was red on this side and now it's green. Oh well. Yeah, this is pretty much parallel. Build that. Uh-oh, missed event. Yeah, so I'm gonna hurry and build this last little thing here. Yeah, the print is very picky. The developer really needs to work on those. Screw it. There we go. Not as pretty as I like it to be. Oh god. What am I short of? Let's see. I need sticks. I'm gonna hide in the back here. Oops. And try and sleep through it. The game clearly is still in development because when you're building during a mist event, you don't get attacked. It's very odd. I had a 2-hour job once and I built right through the mist. Same thing with carving up a bear, for instance. You kill a bear, it takes about 6 hours to carve him up. I didn't get attacked and I saw a mist event occur in the background. Number 7, I'm gonna try and sleep through it. 1 hour. Nope. Usually 1 or 2 hours. Nope. It's not letting me sleep. Normally it says there are Zeds close. Do I have anything to drink? Yeah. Normally I play this a hell of a lot better, but the problem is I need to... Oh... I need to comment at the same time. He didn't hear me. Alright. Go to sleep. Please? No, they keep waking me up. Oh! But the event is ending now. Just need to wait for the mist to clear. Ugly frack. Go away. Come on. I want to do some sleeping. Am I gonna sleep or wait it out? No, I think they're gone. Oh, they're gone. Alright. So, let's quickly finish that fence so I can sleep in peace. Right, so here. Cool. Oh, I turned off the grass. I just realized. There's very nice foliage in this game, but I turned it off because you can see these drops a lot easier. This is a spawn field. There are a couple of them in the game, quite a lot actually. Spawn fields spawn twigs or branches, stones, feathers, berries, and it feels like I'm forgetting one. No, that's about it. Branches, feathers, berries, stones. And these spawn fields work as follows. When you pick up one thing, it immediately spawns another. Sometimes when I pick up one thing, I see the other thing spawning right next to it. So these resources are unlimited. You can get them quite easily. So that's not an issue. Feather, and no, leaves. See, I was forgetting one. Now I turned off the foliage so I can see the... Shut up. So I can see the spawns a little easier. The items. That's the 25-minute mark. Yes, I gotta finish this up. I'm just gonna finish the gate, and then you'll see me in the next one. Please tell me I have enough branches. Yes. Make some twigs. There we go. Finish this. Done. Not my prettiest work, but yeah, it's not bad. I once tried to build 2 of these gates next to each other, but the blueprints were being such a pain in the ass, I just couldn't make it look good, so I'm just sticking to the one gate here. And as I said, these 4 take up fewer resources and time. Well, not this time because I keep blabbing and getting distracted, but take fewer resources and less time to build than those giant gates. Because, let me just prove it. You need 2, so that's 2, 4, 6, and 4 makes 10 components, while the door, the gate, needs also 10. Oh, it's the same. Twigs are super easy to find compared to logs, and these require scrap metal, these require none. Hammer and axe I explained already. Alright, so safety taken care of. Next video, water. Take care.